First is the support for genuine and concrete actions that facilitate an immediate cessation of hostilities. This must be matched by a coordinated deployment of diplomatic tools at regional and international levels to disincentivize the war and ensure compliance with a durable ceasefire. Second is an inclusive political process. We must support the establishment of a genuinely inclusive Sudanese-led and Sudanese-owned political process. Civilian political parties, women, youth, traditional leaders, religious leaders, professional associations, business leaders, and civil society all have a role to play. Kenya welcomes ongoing efforts to strengthen coordination among Sudanese civilian democratic forces. However, unity among civilian actors remains essential. Fragmentation only prolongs the conflict and emboldens those focused on military solutions. Third is consistent international support with regional and international partners acting constructively and responsibly. This calls for strong coordination among all partners. The risk that competing geopolitical interests may reinforce military approaches and undermine credible mediation efforts remains real and must be actively mitigated. The multiplicity of competing mediation tracks risks prolonging the conflict. Our collective objective must be to strengthen African-led mediation while ensuring close coordination and complementarity with the broader international community. Fourth, alleviating the suffering of the civilian population must remain our priority. There must be unimpeded humanitarian access, effective protection of civilians, and the immediate mobilization of emergency relief assistance. Humanitarian aid must never be politicized and weaponized. Aid convoys must be granted safe and unhindered passage. Civilians and civilian infrastructure must be protected in accordance with international humanitarian law. Additionally, Kenya calls for increased international humanitarian support to frontline states hosting Sudanese refugees in order to prevent further regional spillover and instability. Fifth is that accountability and justice must underpin any sustainable peace. Peace without justice is inherently fragile. A new Sudan cannot be built on the foundations of impunity. Those responsible for violations of international law must be held accountable. At the same time, mechanisms for truth-seeking reconciliation and national healing must be pursued to rebuild trust, restore social cohesion, and lay the foundation for durable peace. Kenya remains guided by the principle that the future of Sudan belongs to the Sudanese people. Our role is neither to prescribe outcomes nor to impose solutions, but to facilitate and support an inclusive Sudanese-led process that commands broad national legitimacy and enjoys coherent regional and international support. Kenya, therefore, remains ready to provide diplomatic space and good offices, facilitate dialogue, support humanitarian efforts, and work closely with IGAD, the African Union, the United Nations, the Quintet, and all partners committed to a peaceful resolution of this conflict. Therefore, let this forum send a clear and united message. The guns must fall silent, humanitarian suffering must end, Sudan's unity and sovereignty must be preserved. I wish you fruitful deliberations and look forward to actionable outcomes that will help us restore peace, stability, and hope to Sudan and the wider Horn of Africa region. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for that inspiring opening remarks and for officially opening the third forum of Special Envoys. Your presence today reflects Kenya's continued commitment to peace, dialogue, and regional cooperation. We deeply appreciate your government's support in hosting this important gathering. Now, the opening session is formally concluded, so now we will proceed to photo session followed by lunch break. Thank you, Excellency.